Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Hey Dylan, hope you're all good, mate. Welcome guys, welcome. We'll just wait like 5 minutes for people coming in, but yeah, if you've got some questions prepped for me, get them going in the comments. Wait for a few people to come in, and yeah, welcome to the live Q&A. Awesome. Welcome guys, welcome. Let me just put this in my group as well. Get some guys coming in. Copy link. There we go. Oh no, is that the right one? Nope, that's the one. There we go. Cool. Welcome guys who just joined us. Welcome to the live Q&A. Oh yes, Josh. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Doing a cool live Q&A at the moment. Any questions? Trading, life, psychology background, anything? Caught a small move today as well on gold. Welcome, Mohammed. Good to see you, man. How are you doing today? How are you, Josh, as well? Hope you're all good. Nice push from gold there. Half one. No bottom wick though. $28 minutes till this 4-hour closer as well. See what we got. See what we get. Got my TPs the wrong way around. But yes. TP2. There we go. Good. Glad you're all right, Josh. Glad you're all good, mate. We're at 16 wins in a row in the Market Cruiser channel. Yeah, absolutely insane. Granted, today's wasn't massive. It was literally this. We had this range. Obviously, we had this big push up. I didn't find it, and it wasn't any entry for me at all. And we created this new range here. At the time, it was just this here. I'll just mark that out as well. So just this range here, and then had this candle closure below. Didn't want to take any sales because we could close with no bottom wick. But then this candle and the very next candle closed back in the range. Present us with a fake out. At the time, we did create a little bottom wick. Took the buys at a break of the previous wick. So literally had a tiny stop loss, literally like a few pips there. And yeah, just ran it to the top of the range. It was like 10 pips, but in this price action today, I was more than happy with that. But yeah, nice little 10 pip today. Take that all day long. Have you taken any trades today, Josh? Mohammed, your question is about psychology. How do I master risk management and money management in trading, please? You've got to have a solid plan within this, for sure. So risk management wise, you have to have your plan set in place. So what are you going to do? It can go both ways. If you're on drawdown, what's your plan? For me, if I'm in drawdown, I am where my stop loss is. I leave my stop loss below previous candle. Normally, sometimes below current. When I'm in the trade, I trust my analysis. So if it hits my stop loss, hits my stop loss. Sometimes I might go into profit as well. So if I'm in profit, 10, 15 pips, let's say, I'll put my stops to break even. And then I'll close some partials out. And that's my risk management that way as well. So you need to just figure out, like, by all means, use the same risk management as myself. But you need to figure out with your strategy and in accordance with your plan as well, how you want to go about that. It's quite a broad question, but are you like a scalper, day trader, swing trader? Money management wise, I don't think you should focus on money at all, because you need to focus on percentages, right? Because no matter what size the account, it's the same as in percentages. You can have a $100 account and gain 5%, right? Which is very small amounts of money, of course, but there could be someone with perspective, right? You got someone with a $100 account. They've made 10%, so they've made like £1, right, or $1, or £10 or whatever. I'm just trying to get the maths right here, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is very, very minimal amount. And then you've got someone with a 100k account who's made 1%, but they've made 1k, right? But the person that's actually made the more percentage on the smaller account, they're doing better, right? They're doing far better because of the percentages. So what I'd say, focus on the percentages, and then the money will come in the background. Because say you've got a 10k account, you get 1%. That's $100, which is great, of course. But if you're getting 1% on a 100k account, you then got $1,000. Either way, it's the same trade, right? And then your reward at the end of the day is the money. But just try not to focus on the money. That's just my best advice, because it can mess with your psychology. If you're like, oh my god, if you're on a big account, your psychology could get messed up if you're focusing on that money. No trades from Josh. Fair play, mate. Just waiting for that setup. Yeah, December's a bit funny though, isn't it? December can be a bit funny, so I'm definitely extra cautious. I mean, look at this push as well, no bottom wick. Crazy. Blue chip DFC. When to exit the market? Day trading strategy. When to exit the market? I mean, for me, I'll be using key levels, key zones. Like, say we had a trade, we're running up now, right? Say you're in these buys for whatever reason. You're in these buys. Where are you going to run it up to? I'm going to look left. So we're coming up to this TP2 mark right now. If I'm in these buys, I'm exiting now. Why am I exiting now? Because we're at this really strong resistance. Looking left more. Look how choppy this is. Wick, 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 wick. No clean candles, no clean range. More chop, chop, chop. So at this point, if I was in these buys, I'll be looking to exit the market. So you have to always looking left. Look left on your previous data, on the candles. That's where you should exit the market. You've got key levels, key zones, key supports or resistances, whatever your trading strategy is, you need to look for them key levels. Sometimes as well, it can be key prices, especially with gold at the moment, with near all-time new highs, right? If you've got no data to go on, say this is all-time new highs right now, you've got no data to go on to the left-hand side. How are you supposed to put your take profits or closing partials, right? So for me on gold, you need to use the price. So take profit, use it in $5 increments on gold. So you can use 2665 $5 increment. Your next $5 increment will be 2670. And then today we're carrying on, then 2675, then 2680. Oh, I've got the line there. Then 2680. So if you catch my drift there, like if you're at all-time new highs, you've got no previous data to go on, you're going to be looking to try and secure each $5 increment. But by all means, secure partials on the way. Definitely secure partials on the way. Especially if you're going to go break even, right? Just secure them partials. So it's a good idea. Josh, I'm having a break from the 20th till mid-Jan. Yeah, don't blame you. I was thinking within the next couple of weeks as well, and then definitely into the new year. Especially as like traders and full-time traders, you have to like, when do you book your holidays, you know? So definitely around times of low volume, around Christmas, New Year, definitely need to have our little breaks then. Otherwise we burn out. No worries, Mohammed, no worries. Yeah, what a push from gold in the last 15-20 minutes of this 4-hour candle. Pretty wild price action today. We were trying to get in these buys this morning. I was live streaming the London session with my group, and from about here we were just looking for a setup to get in these buys. There's just nothing came, and then we were waiting for this. We had this new range formed here. We were waiting for the closure above to then take more buys. There was a nice 1-hour play as well with the weak bearish candle. We were looking to take the buys at the break of previous wick, but it was like it's 60 seconds till the 15-minute candle close. So the sensible thing to do is let the 15-minute candle close. And honestly, in the last 60 seconds that candle closed, just bang, pushed up 10-15 pips, taking out most of our range, and then closes with no top wick in the very last seconds of that candle. And so yeah, no entry for us there. Is what it is though. December shenanigans. The best traders will come out on top. The best traders will know to leave it. If your setup's not there, you have to leave it. Don't force it, especially in December. If you come out making 5%, you come out making between 2 and 5% in December, like, you have to be so happy with that. Might not be the biggest gains in the world, but it shows great discipline, especially in my opinion. Nice one, Josh. Yeah, have a good day too, mate. If you get a nice trade, good luck with that. Jupiter, I hope I pronounced your name right there. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Apologies if I have, but Jupiter, that's what I'm going with for now. As a beginner, is it good to start with trading gold? I think let me give you two opinions here. Like, originally I used to say no, because it is very volatile. However, has a lot of volume and it's very volatile. However, if you're a beginner, right? And you're looking, mate, like if you're just trading my style, you need volume, and you're just looking for setups. If you're a beginner and you focus on one pair, like I do now, just gold, I kind of wish, if I look back now, that I started with gold and that's it. Because the best thing now that I know is gold, right? I know the setups, I know how it moves, I know it inside out. I'm no like god master, right? But I feel like I'm the most consistent now with gold. So if I knew that just from the beginning, I would have just stuck to that one pair. But at the beginning, I was looking at like 4 or 5 different pairs. like 5 years ago. He must be coming up to 5 years trade now. I keep saying 4, but it's coming up to 5 now. But yeah, if I just focused on that one pair at the beginning, I would have saved myself a lot of time. But what I would advise as a beginner, if you're just going to start trading gold, I would advise trading a demo on it first for a while, you know, at least like a few months, or start with do demo for a while first, and then start with like a 5 or a 10k account on with the prop firm, because it's lower risk, of course, but if you're still learning, definitely start with a demo, get to grips with it, learn how it moves, know your setups, and start with a low account, and then you can build your way up, right? The best thing to do is start on a lower account. Once you're confident enough, once you're consistent enough, get a few percent payout, and then move up the ladder. Then go up to a 25k account, move up the ladder, and then 15, and keep moving up that ladder. Christoph, what do you think makes a difference between a BE trader and a consistently profitable trader, apart from being in your community? Love that. So what do you think makes a difference between a BE trader and consistently profitable trader? I think a BE trader tend to be, a BE trader has their setups and they have good consistency, so getting good wins, but then they might have the odd day where they're feeling frustrated and one of their setups haven't come for hours and hours and hours, and they think they deviate away from their plan a tiny bit. So they'll take a trade that's not quite to their plan or spot on. They know that they've seen them not play out before. They're going to take the risk. They're going to take the gamble. It may come in, it may play out, but then it might not, which is why it makes them hover around that BE. And if it doesn't come in, they think, oh, it didn't come in. I knew it was going to be a rejection at that point. I'll take a sell in the opposite way if you're in a buy, for example, and then get another loss. And then I think the BE trader does have a good amount of knowledge and experience to think, okay, I'll stop there. I've got 2 losses. I'll stop now. And then the BE trader will start again the next day, be consistent again, because they realize they made a mistake. But the profitable trader would, now with more experience, you don't take them silly trades in the first place, and you're just more patient. For me, I went through that process. That's why I'm saying that, because I went through that process, taking some impatient trades, and then it makes you learn, like, why am I taking them? Just because I haven't got a trade today, you don't have to take a trade that day. If your setup's not there, then just leave it. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question. All right. But yeah, for me, just focusing on 3 or 4 setups and just wait purely for that. If there's a few red flags on them setups as well, just leave it, let it go, wait for another setup. But yeah, definitely stick to a few setups. Just, you have to ignore them emotions that are telling you to take that trade just because you're like, oh, I'm just going to try and get 1% today, just off of like an okay trade. If there's a few red flags there, just leave it. Promise you, it will benefit you in the long run. Just going to look at gold now. We've had a nice breakout. That, again, the breakout was too big to take a trade anyway. And we start with no bottom wick. I'm just going to tidy this up a little bit. I'm just going to redo some of my analysis. I know we're on a Q&A, but I want to keep up my analysis up to date. So we've had a nice breakout. I'm going to move all my TPs and stuff out of the way. So I'm constantly moving my zones throughout the day, right? We've broken out this zone now. Would I have taken this trade at the break of this previous wick? No. This would be the trade idea. Why wouldn't I take this trade, right? Even though it's coming in nicely, it's playing out. There's so many red flags. If anyone can tell me any of these red flags, this would be the trade, right? Regardless that, looking left, let's have a look. Looking left, it's choppy now. This is chop. This is so much chop. So I wouldn't take that trade anyway, but there's a breakout. If someone can tell me red flags within this trade, you can get a brownie point. But no, I would be impressed if someone could tell me why I didn't take this breakout trade. Peter, when do you cut losses when you're already in a trade which you entered on a 15-minute time frame? I would only cut losses if, so I've gone into, it's tough because I trust my analysis most of the time. And I'll have my stops in a place where if it gets hit, the trade's invalid. But until that gets hit, my trade's not invalid. There's been times where I've had my stop loss a pip. I've had my stop loss below the previous candle, right? And I've come within like a couple of pips, but it's respected the previous low and come all the way back up and won. That's because I trusted my analysis. Now, if I started cutting my losses throughout all that downpour, I would have ended in a loss and not a win, because I've cut losses, right? But I won't risk more than 2% a trade to start with. So already I'm cutting my losses from that point on. I've got my stop loss in place. But there are times where, you know, I've gone into profits, and I'll put my stops at break even. So already I'm mitigating some risk there. Or there's times where I've gone into profit. Let's just say this trade. I know I wouldn't enter this anyway. I've gone into 10 pips profit and then stops below the previous candle, and I've gone into a bit of profit and I'll put stops below current because we've already pushed up, right? Yeah, there's a few ways to mitigate risk there. If we're in drawdown, I know that I'm not going to risk the more than 2%, which you shouldn't do anyway, really. Wouldn't advise that. But yeah, there's an odd few occasions where you enter a setup, and if it goes into some profit and it get hard rejection, instantly starts flipping and aggressively pushing down, you know that from experience, you know that that's a time to get out of the trade. You've just gotten the wrong side of the market. That's where you keep practicing. But yeah, most of the time I trust my analysis. So I've got my stop loss in place, not more than 2%. And then I'll start mitigating risk when I go into profit. Christoph. One sec, Christoph. Got one before. Igor. Hello, Ryan. I have a problem with prop firm accounts. I've been profitable on my live account for about 8 months. 4 years in the market. Okay, cool. Moved to prop firms and I'm stuck in demo drawdown. Oh, that's a really, really good question or fact. So you've been profitable on your live account for about 8 months, which is great. So it sounds to me that you've got your good setups, you've got your good consistency, you've got a winning strategy. Now for 8 months, that's really good. But you're having a few problems with prop firms, stuck in demo drawdown. Now, essentially, what it sounds like to me is that some of the prop firm rules you may be having a few problems with. But if you are to, demonstrate some good trading risk management, which I'm sure you are doing with your profitability in over 8 months in your live account. So what you need to do is, are you risking more than 2% a trade? Are you losing more than 5% daily drawdown on your live? All you need to do, because if you've got that winning strategy already, right, you're profitable for 8 months, you just need to tweak a few maybe of the lot sizes of that's all it is, the lot size. Do the exact same trades that you've been doing on your live account and then do it on the prop firm challenge. Because it shouldn't be any different, right? If you're profitable in that one, you should be profitable in the other. All it is just making sure you're within the parameters of the rules. But I'm really pleased to hear that you're profitable for 8 months, because you can easily pass a prop firm if you're profitable, easily. You just need to make sure you stick within the rules. Don't risk more than 2% of trade. Don't go over the daily drawdown limit. You know, just things like that. But all you have to do is alter your lot sizes to make sure it's within the parameters. And you'll be well on your way. So good to hear you're profitable, man. Christoph, coming back to the why I didn't take this trade. Candle closed above, had no lower wick. Yes, tick. New candle open and pushed with no lower wick. Tick. Well done, Christoph. We pushed too much already and we're overextended. So it's better to wait for a better setup. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, Christoph. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better answer. So just to reiterate, I didn't take this trade. One, look how much we've moved already. So if you want to have your stop loss below previous candle, you're looking at a 66 pip stop loss, way too big. Then you think, okay, what if I use current candle stops, which is very, very risky in these types of setups. If they're an impulse setup, great, but this setup isn't an impulse. This is break of previous candle. And then the previous candle did have no bottom wick, so you expect that to get collected. I know it didn't, but that's a red flag. Next candle pushed, no bottom wig, no bottom wick, red flag. And then also we moved so much already, so it's more likely to have a pullback. So just having this massive move, you have to wait. It's better to wait for a setup off the back of that. And then number 4 to add, you look left. Is there clean candles? Absolutely not. Way too choppy. So what I want to see, clean candles. Nope. If we put buy zone up to the most recent resistance now, then you look left. Bingo. That's what you want to see. That is your golden moment right there. You know when you're like in a cartoon or something, you're watching a cartoon and they open a treasure chest and there's like the sound effects of and then the glowing treasure. This is your glowing treasure right there. Clean candles. So yeah, I want to see a closure above this buy zone after some nice little bit of ranging around there. Closure above there. I put my TP1 after we get some, well, we have some trouble here. TP1, TP2 is previous support, TP3 top of the range, and then look after that, more clean candles. Really nice if we can get out of that daily consolidation. Oh, if this wasn't December, it'd be perfect. Let's go back. Yeah, and then of course, look, this trade has run nicely. It's worked out perfectly. Of course, it could be like lots of wars and fundamentals pushing this. It's not been clean moves today. I do believe this is fundamentals pushing rather than technicals. But so you just got to let them go. Don't get FOMO. Do not get FOMO. Igor, it's like on a live account. I feel the money, feel the pressure of the trade. And even if it's smaller amounts, somehow I can't replicate on a prop firm challenge. Yeah, that's the thing as well. I do agree. I used to do it a lot as well. On your live account, you know, like it's straight up real money. Whereas you'll treat the prop firm as, well, it's not real money right now, so I don't need to have my discipline the same. I don't have to focus on my best setups. I don't have to. You just don't take it as serious, do you? But the thing you have to do, you have to take it seriously. You have to act like it is your real money there. Yes, you pay a deposit, but nowhere near the amount of your real account, right? You have to treat your demo account as a real account, real money. You have to treat the prop firm challenge phase 1 as if it's real money, challenge phase 2 if it's real money, and then the funded account as if like your pure real money. I know it does feel very real in the funded there, but in challenge phases you tend to think, oh well, it's not real right now, so I won't take it serious. But you will see the consistency and you will see the profits when you start to treat every single challenge and phase as a real account. I promise you that. You start to see it because you've already proven yourself, right? You've already proven to yourself you can do it. Just replicate it. And I don't use a copy trader myself, but like if you use the copy trader and just pretend that prop firm challenge wasn't even there, you'd see yourself passing it because you're already profitable, right? So, but yeah, just getting over that barrier. And I know what you mean because I went through so many emotions when I started trading. And think about, so I've been trading for 5 years now, right? Like maybe 2.5 profitable. But I went through the motions like early on. I can't remember how long it was into my trading journey. I passed a prop firm challenge. I want to say like 3 or 4 months. I passed one early. No knowledge about anything else. Thought I've cracked it straight away. I thought I'm like some trading god straight away. And as soon as I passed phase 1 then phase 2, and as soon as I had that funded account, I lost it so quick. Just really lack of experience, lack of discipline, and it hit me hard. Because at that point I was like, right, I need to pass another one now. It took me a while at that point because I thought, right, have I not got the right strategy? I then went in circles, vicious circles of going to different strategies, trying to pass different prop firms, and it just didn't work. But so yeah, motion number 1, phase 1. Actually no, before that, demo trading. You have a whole psychology of demo trading, and then you finally get used to it, and you think you've cracked it because you're consistent on demo, and then you go, right, I'm ready for a prop firm. And then you try and take all of that into phase 1 with your psychology you've built up. You take it into phase 1, and it's just a whole new world again. It's a whole new section of your brain, a whole new psychology that you need to get over in this phase 1 to pass. And then you think, what? I just did it on demo. Why can't I do it on phase 1? And then you have to build it up again. You have to build that confidence up. You have to build that psychology up of how to pass phase 1. Get used to it because you start doing different things. And then you finally pass your phase 1. You're like, great. Then phase 2, a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game again. It's a whole new set of psychology that you have to like overcome again. Then you finally get past your phase 2. Then you get the funded account. And then you think, I've made it now. I've got my funded account. I've done it. I'm telling you, it's a whole new ball game again. You have to start getting used to the psychology with a funded account, because then it feels really real, right? You've finally done it. It feels really real. Now, those that will make it and those that will consistently be so strict with themselves that they have to follow that same plan that they did in the demo, the phase 1, the phase 2, and then the funded. If they follow that same plan and they can get over their emotions, that it's real now, just follow the same setups, the same plan, secure when you've always secured, take partials when you've always taken partials, go risk-free when you've always gone risk-free. Those that can do that will make it. And like earlier, if you know what I mean. Whereas for me, I got a funded account and everything changed in my head. I thought, oh my God, it's real money now. This is it. And then I failed one of my, when I had a funded account, I failed it. And because I wasn't following the same setups, I was looking for other things, and then I couldn't hack it when I got the loss. I had to overcome that. I had to take it. Then I was revenge trading, and I was doing it all on a funded account. I'd got the holy grail, right, of the funded account, and I just messed it up. And then, yeah, it took me a while to get my head around all of that, and then come back with a better version of myself. But everyone's different, right? I just had to take what felt like a bit of a longer journey to sort out my psychology, but got there in the end. But don't get disheartened if you're on that kind of same track as me. But like this is why I'm here now, right now in this live Q&A, to help some of you that may feel the same, be in the same situation as I was. So you don't have to cut them corners. You've got to think back to this live Q&A and think, Ryan went through these motions. You took a loss, and you took a loss on your funded account, and you're like, well, Ryan did this, and then he tried revenge trading, and he did another, and he lost it. But I'm now telling you, from my personal experience, to try and cut that out, because I'm told you these emotions are going to come. If you can chop them out, then I've done a good job for you. So has anyone else taken any trades today? Any trades from anyone? Igor, do simple, yet do hard. Thanks a lot. No worries, man. Yeah, 100%. And for me, making trading as simplistic as possible has been a blessing. That is exactly what I teach all my members. That's what I preach. That's what I tell anyone. Make it more simplistic. Make it more simplistic, and it'll be more effective. You're trying to overcomplicate trading, then it's just too much. And if someone, right, someone tell me what you think's better for the human brain, right? You got two traders, one here and one here. The trader on my right, well, your left, the trader on my right earns 100k a year from trading. The trader on my left earns 100k a year from trading. The trader on my right uses 6 different indicators. He has to wait for 7 different confirmations. He has to see X, Y, Z, like just so many confirmations. He needs to see so many things. The trader on my left just needs to see a closure outside the range, and they make the same profit. Who you want to be? I want to be the guy that makes it nice and simplistic. It's the same profits, but makes it more simple. For me, if you're just trying to make a headache out of trading, it's just not worth it. Like, of course trading's worth it, but I mean, if you've got a simplistic way and an overcomplicated way, why not go the simple way? Especially if the human brain wants that nice simplistic way, for sure. You just stress yourself out doing trading if you're trying to overcomplicate it. Bad Rig Taggart. I'm in sales at the moment from 64. Stop loss at 68. Brave. You're a brave man. We're very, very bullish on gold today. Brave. May I ask you a question of what are you looking for? A rejection of this zone up here, off of this chop? Fundamentally, we're very bullish today. Technically, we're very bullish today. So I was just wondering, because we're all different strategies, right? So I'm going to appreciate that you have a different strategy to me. For me, we're very bullish today, and we're getting constant closures above ranges. So for me, I'm always got buy side. And the scalps, I've got buy side in my head. So, but for you might have different strategies. So I will appreciate that. Be interesting to hear. Does look like bullish momentum is starting to slow down. So it would be interesting to see what the next candle would do anyway. So reverse could be imminent. How long, it'd be interesting to hear in the chat, how long have you guys been trading? Who's my longest lasting trader in here? Who's my most experienced, or who's my freshest new beginner we've got in here? It'd be cool to hear. How many years or weeks or months have you got in the tank so far? Igor, 100% agree. For me, on live, every trade done within my plan is a good trade, lose or win. On challenge, I have that target in my mind, and even if I make a good trade, ends in a loss of further targets. So yeah, it's always that challenge in your head, isn't it? But yeah, keep going on the live, of course, and then keep practicing on the prop firm challenge as well, because it will get there in the end for sure. And then it leads to bad trades and the vicious cycle begins. Yeah. And what's really good though, you're very self-aware that you know that's the vicious cycle. So next time, just think back and think, I need to get out of this vicious cycle right now. I need to not take this next trade, or I need to not take the trade in the first place because it's not a good setup. Just think to yourself, when you're on that prop firm and you're in that challenge, please just think, is this a trade I'll take on my live? If you're instantly thinking, straight away, don't do it, because you're already thinking about it. If you think, is this a trade I'll take on my live? Absolutely, take the trade. Don't fear or anything like that. Just think, would I take this on my live? Yes. Brilliant. Go for it. If you're thinking about it and you're not sure, don't do it. Nice to see that we're at the buy zone there. Weak bearish candle, but I do believe we've moved so far. I would like to see a nicer range formed, and this no bottom wick here is petrifying that we could come and collect that at any given point. New 4-hour candle has just opened at its previous 4-hour resistance. We've just broken the previous 4-hour high, so I will expect more of a pullback. But we'll see. We're so fundamentally bullish, but we'll see. I'm not going to rush into anything. I've got my nice position for today. If we're gonna close weak bullish, I'll be very surprised if we didn't get a steep pullback. Weak bearish, we may get a little bit more of an impulsive move up, but do think we're gonna have a bit more of a pullback. Looking at that 4-hour. But yeah, 16 wins in a row. If anyone see my Instagram today, or if you're in my group or whatever, 16 wins in a row, absolutely madness. Even though today's was very small, but definitely take that. Never ever in my life have I had 16 wins in a row. I think my previous highest at the beginning of when I started my group and stuff, the official course one, then I think we got like 11 near the beginning, maybe 10 or 11, or just prior to that. But never in my life have I had 16, which is just insane. And these are all been called out as well. I'm not just saying it. They've all been called out. They've all been documented. They've all been recorded. So yeah, really proud of that. Ba, 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 ba. "45 seconds till this candle closure." Yes, guys, if you've got any more questions, whack them in the comment section. Anything you want to ask. Can be psychology, anything about life in general, my life, anything that you are going through, trading, my background, anything on my today's trade. We did go over it this morning at the beginning of this session. Anything. Today's trading on gold USD. Today's trading on gold USD. My trade. Do you mean my trade or just in general? Where there's some nice trades? Because there was a really nice setup this morning at the beginning of this buy session, but didn't take it for a particular reason, so I could tell you that. Let me tell you that. Well, first of all, I don't know if you were here when I ran through my trade. It was really, now you look at this massive move, it was very, very minuscule compared to that. But my trade, we had this current range form just up to there. My trade, then this candle closed below. What's the problem with this candle closing below? I was looking, you would think to look for sales at this point because we've got a candle closed below, but we finished with no bottom wick. That's a red flag. So I would never have taken the sales if we broke the previous wick, because we had to finish with no bottom wick. Then if you then look closely, the next candle closed back in this range. That means it's a fake out. So yeah, I was automatically looking for buys at this point. This wick wasn't as long at the time. This candle, it was a lot smaller. I just went current candle stops. It's pretty small, and then literally it was a fake out, and it's a high probability in a fake out, like 80% chance that you're going to fill the rest of the range. It's exactly what we did. I've got 10 pips, secured partials, like 80% of my position, put stops to break even. As soon as we filled that range, I got instantly taken out of break even, but I secured 80% and then made it risk free, so that's fine. And then as you can see, we did have a steep pullback and then boomed up after, but that's cool with me. Nice position. So that was my trade today. That's it. And after, look how big that day is, but I'm happy I got my 10 pips. You just need that to get a slice out of the market each day off the back of one of your setups, and that's fine. There was this in the morning. It was beautiful. So we had this range. And then we had a weak bearish candle forming our new resistance. And the next one, this is a really nice impulse setup at the break of the previous wick. This is where you can go stops below current as well. And then clean candles to the left. I would have just rode it up to partials here and then partials up here. So the Asian highs. Initially, this is a really nice setup. However, I didn't take this trade. Why? Because we have got a very small bottom wick. Don't mind that on a normal impulse. However, that was the very beginning of this 4-hour candle. The very beginning. So starting a 4-hour candle with no bottom wick, there's a high probability that you're going to come and collect a steeper wick. And we formed a bearish candle on the previous one, so you would at least expect price to continue on down to get that wick fill at least, but we didn't. So we didn't want to risk that trade. But that just shows how much discipline and patience you need. That's not part of my plan, not part of my setup. It played out anyway, but at that point you cannot get FOMO. You cannot think as well, oh, I'm wrong. I got that wrong. No, you didn't get that wrong. You were patient and you were disciplined, and you're going to wait for yourself. What's your long-term trading goal and long-term life goal? Long-term trading goal would be to collect, like as many big, like 200k accounts as possible, and then you've got that free range. That would be definitely be a big goal for me. In terms of just personal trading, get as many of them as I can, and then but in terms of trading goals, in terms of others, because I used to be a teacher, now I'm teaching people trading. The most rewarding, yes, I can get loads of payouts. Yes, I can trade well. I can trade consistent, which I'm proud of. But for me, more rewarding thing is teaching others and watching others succeed. That what I've helped them to do. I think that's just like being in my nature forever, to always want to watch other people grow and succeed. Hence why I wanted to be a teacher, right? I wanted to change the children's life of today, make them grow up. I didn't pursue that career. Didn't wasn't quite what I thought, but I still loved teaching. I still love teaching the children. I still love teaching now. And now I found that passion of trading, and I put that two passions together. My life goal was teaching, right? And now I love trading. That's my other passion. So I've got 4 years experience when I was a teacher, and now I've got 5 years experience teaching. Together I've got 9 years experience of teaching / trading. And yeah, my life goal would be to, you know, I don't know how many people, but to change as many lives as possible through trading now, through teaching trading, for sure. That would mean the most to me. That would be the most rewarding thing. I think some people, you know, just in it to make their lives better for themselves, and that's absolutely great. But for me, making other people succeed as well, that really fulfills me. So yeah, that's my long-term life goal, to teach as many other people and help impact as many other people as I can. Other than that, I do want to travel the world at some point, so might be like a traveler trader at some point as well. Whilst teaching, that'd be cool. But yeah, apart from that, take it as it comes, and just to enjoy life, be happy, you know. I'm looking for price to reject the previous weeks in 66. Well, it looks like you're getting a nice rejection now, paid rate Taggart, so well done. Why do you secure trades at 10 pips? Didn't you try hold for positions longer, or was it more so good? Igor, so good question. Why secure trades at 10 pips? Don't you try to hold full position or longer? Is it like a psychology thing? For myself, few things with that. I believe, especially when taking a prop firm challenge, right? 10 pips is normally like around 0.5%, 1%, especially as a scalper for me. So to pass that challenge, if you can get, you know, 0.5%, 1% each trade, you're passing your challenge in like a couple of weeks, right? If you're that consistent. I personally have a high win rate, just under 8% now. My cruise people back me up, cruise effects people will back me up with that as well, because I just document all my trades. It's not just saying it. Yeah, I believe that especially passing a prop firm, you have to just secure them positions, come to the next day, do it again and again. But yeah, again, whilst I'm teaching others to secure 10 pips, or even just to go break even, you don't have to secure at 10 pips. I just think it's very good when you go break even, secure partials. Doesn't have to be 10 pips, can be 15, 20, you know. But whilst you're learning a new strategy, you're learning a new setup, you're securing 10, 15, 20 pips a trade. It's very good in your psychology. It builds your confidence, and it builds your knowledge, and it builds your strategy for them setups. So it's really good to just take that slice out of the market, come back again the next day. I think for some people that want to hit home runs on their trades, they want to pass a challenge in 1 or 2 trades. Of course, some strategies and styles do suit that. But like, if you can manage to get into that amount of profit every trade, but then why not secure some? Why not? And then do the same again the next day. But yeah, psychologically, it's really good. And then as traders, especially when I'm teaching as well, as you start to become more confident, you'll start to see what setups actually do roll for longer on your runners. So you can hold that 10, 20% runner. And if you find that them runners do normally go for like 40, 50, 60 pips, then you start to think later on in your trading career, I can hold them for longer. Start to build your confidence up on that. But I think at the beginning, it's important to have them building steps and building blocks up towards that. How did you work out fundamental? It was bullish today. Loads of news around, and shout out to Christoph as well. He saw that as well. But lots of wars and stuff going like that on at the moment, which does tend to push gold USD bullish. Henry, hi. I'm on a Telegram group, but I didn't get the notification when you made your trade today. Please can you let me know where I can get notified? So I believe you're probably in the Crucifix group on Telegram, where then I'll have two separate groups. I have that one, and then I have the Market Cruiser. The Market Cruiser where I teach people, but I don't want to sit here and advertise my course so much. So, but yeah, you can check that out, or check that out on my Instagram or something. Igor, I understand you trade one and done for a day, or is it dependent on price action? Well, I do have multiple accounts. I have a few funded accounts, and then I have bigger challenge accounts on the go as well. So, I might take one trade on my funded, secure the money for the day, so I know I've earned something, and then if there's another setup on the day, I'll go to another account, maybe on a different challenge account or a different funded account, and take another trade on there. But I'll always look for setups. But yeah, I'm happy. One win a day is absolutely perfect. Henry, join the market. Yeah, that's where I'll call out all my trades and everything. So yeah. We are coming towards the end of the stream now, guys. So if you do have any last minute questions, chuck them in now. But can you do me a favor? If you could just make sure you please just leave a like on the stream. I would be very grateful for that before we go. Just as a little thank you for any knowledge or anything you've gained from the stream. So we will be here every single week. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow Funding Frontier on Instagram. Make sure you give me a follow as well at Ryan Cruz FX. But yeah, on a side note, what is coming up next? So today is Monday. So of course we've got all the daily analysis and reviews on Instagram, so make sure you tune into them, and TikTok. Wednesday we are doing a live trading session, 11:30 GMT, so tune in for that. That's the next one. We're going to see you there. Padraig Taggart, do you provide analysis on daily bias? Yes, every morning you see on Funding Frontier and my Instagram, posted every single morning by about 6:30 a.m. GMT. I'll do a daily analysis reel. We upload that, and you'll see the daily bias. You'll see potential trade opportunities, key levels, etc. in that reel, and then we do a daily review as well at the end. Mohammed, how do I become a full-time trader? I think to start off with, you need to make sure you're proving that you're consistently profitable on a demo. You also need to show that you're consistently profitable on, if you're looking for capital, then on a prop firm. And once you've maybe got a couple of prop firms under the belt, you're consistently getting payouts. Then you can start to think, okay, I'm consistently getting payouts. I'm getting enough money, way more money than I need to pay my bills, to live comfortably just off that trading money. But I wouldn't advise quitting your job at the beginning. You need to prove to yourself that you're consistently profitable, at least for like 6 months to a year, because you need that stable income on the side to take the pressure off trading at the beginning for sure. Right, guys, that does seem like our hour is up. So thank you for coming on. The guys that stayed from the beginning to the end, absolute massive respect to you. The amount of value, if you're tuning into all these streams, all the daily analysis and everything, then you're going to get so much value. You're going to improve your trading game. So well done to you. Hats off to you. I hope to see you all on Wednesday's stream. Do some live trading with myself. Yeah, if you're looking at the markets today, I'm going to be waiting now for a new range. We've got a closure above where we wanted to get a closure above. We've got clean candles to the left. I'm going to wait for small range to form at this point before looking at another trade. So get a small range to form. Hopefully in this area here, will be perfect. And then I'm going to wait for either a candle closure above, preferably because we are bullish, or a candle closure below. And that'll give us our market direction. Because we've got clean candles to the downside and clean candles to the upside. So enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck to you too.